Hope you're doing well. 26th of September 2019. Let's get to the charts. So we're currently in Euro JPY to the downside, stops at break even. I do believe we may get a retest of this trend line, just a little tap into this area before rolling over to the downside. Let me just show you on a weekly what this price action looks like, which is why we're short. Okay, so on a weekly time frame, as you can clearly see, let me just zoom in. As you can clearly see, we do have price action. Let me just get rid of all of this. We do have price action at the moment last week, which looked like this. Look at last week's candlestick. Last week's candlestick was very, very bearish. Okay, shooting started to the downside after having a rejection off that 120. So we had a shooting rejection. So what does that look like? The trend. Let's look at the overall trend. Lower lows, lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs. So would you expect on a weekly a new low to be formed, right? So in order for a new low to be formed, we had to break this weekly support, which we've done. So shooting star, and we broke the weekly support. Going down to the daily, what did we see yesterday? Yesterday was quite indecisive, but the day before was quite bearish. Another shooting star back off the weekly support. We was watching price action yesterday, and we finally identified that price action wanted to push lower. So we went down to the 4 hour. And then we saw the 4 hour bearish engulf into the downside. So after having the first bearish engulfing and a correction to retest the weekly support, we've had the second bearish engulfing, which suggested that the sellers were so in control for this pair, which is why we had the correction and we took some short positions yesterday. And this morning again, price tried to create this double top, failed, and we took some more short positions. At the moment, price action is going in our favor. We do have our stops, like I said, at break even. Some people that got in up there at 1118 yesterday, but I'm just putting right now stops at just where is expected to be, just in case price action does decide to pull against me. And if it does, I'm going to move my stop loss from away from break even and let price action play out, because I do believe that price action will still respect this weekly resistance. Now it was previously an area of support, as you can check. But now what it is an area of resistance, which is why we've had this free move to the downside. The first move, correction. Second move, correction. And now I hope the third move will be all the way down here, making that new low, taking out price action, all the structure here. Okay. With that being said, that we do know the yen pairs are gaining strength. They are safe haven pairs, but they also are starting to gain strength due to the fact that Donald Trump yesterday said that United States and China are very close to kind of making a deal, closer than you expect. So that gives strength not only to the dollar, but it also gives strength to the yen pairs. Okay, so moving on, we've got GBP JPY as well, which I'm watching. I've got a close eye on today, because I am watching for price action to potentially break this area of potential support at 132,700. Or I'm trying to take price action all the way back down to 131, or if we can snap 131 all the way back to 130. However, you could see price actions moving in a weird downside. It's starting to form a downside trend, but what it's doing at the moment is got this ascending channel. So it's got this ascending trend line, which has got one touch, and we've broken out. I am waiting for price action either to come back up to retest the structure, or I want price action to at least pop its head back and retest 350 region, and then push lower. So at the moment, I'm just watching it on the hourly to see that retest. As you can see, we've got a clear retest, and I do hope that price action can pop his head up and retest the structure, make a nice double top from this area to that area, and then can we push lower. Okay, similar with USD JPY, guys. USD JPY is going to pop back up into this region, so we have taken some short trades, but I do believe it is going to pop up back up into this region, at least another 20 pips, and then we are going to see that roll over to the downside. Higher time frame analysis, as you can see, price action has made that double top move, but now I feel like it wants to make another double top here and then have that final roll over to the downside. Okay, I am going to keep a close eye on if this plays out. But at the moment, I still have a little short trade on this, and I do believe that we are going to see a rollover. It stops obviously at 108,200. So as long as price action doesn't touch my stop loss, I don't care what it does, as long as it makes its way down to the first target. And then after hitting this first target and taking out this low and taking out structure, I do believe we are going to see a move all the way back down to 105 or 106 level. Okay, so I have got my eye on this pair to the downside. Finally, I am looking at Euro GBP as well. Euro GBP yesterday was consolidating in this range here at 0.88 level. This is a monthly key level, by the way. I don't have it drawn in, but I know that 188 is a key. 0.88. I mean 0.8800 is a monthly key level. As long as price action right now sustains above this level, I am happy for it to kind of carry on making that move upside. We've got that double bottom formation, and we also got a 4-hour bullish, 2 bullish candlesticks. I do believe we may see a slight pullback. We have a little trend line here as well. See this trend line? So we may get a slight pullback into the trend line. So I'm keeping a close eye on this. So we might get a little slight pullback when fundamentals come out at 130 for United Kingdom, where we're going to have Boris Johnson kind of explaining himself and getting ready for a vote of no confidence. So if price action does pull back, I do believe with that negativity that's going to be coming out from that fundamentals, that price action is going to take out this high and make its way back up to 0.9. Okay, that's my target for this pair. I am going to be keeping you guys up to date, but for the time being, we have seen an area of consolidation occur, as you can see, to the top of the resistance range, breakout retest, and that's the strategy we're using, a breakout retest strategy. And then can we see a movement back to the upside? You have got a downward channel to the downside here. Let me just show you, sorry. So you have that, you can use it from that top, or you can use it from this area here to here, and you can see that price action had finally broken out. We had a little fake out, a little touch rejection, multiple rejection, final breakout. Can we get a retest before rallying to the upside? Anyone that's telling you to buy GBP pairs, don't. GBP isn't going to massively correct itself. We do expect a slight pullback, okay? Slight pullback before that rally to the downside. So keep a close eye on this. Even a little pullback up to on GBP NZD at 1.96600. We can look for a short trade. As you can see, structure here has been broken. We've made a new low. We need to start lightly pull back before continuing that move all the way back down to 1.95 on GBP NZD as well. Okay. Finally, gold. Anyone that's interested in gold, I am looking for a potential buy opportunity if price action holds this trend line. Okay, we do have a trend line on the side here where price action had rejected previously and made that high. If price action can break that and retest, I am looking for a trade back to 1485. I am going to be keeping you guys up to date with that as well. USD CAD, let me explain this trade, which we are currently profit. As I said yesterday, we took a short trade but got stopped out as price actually made that final move to the upside. It was a move like this which I kind of anticipated myself. We got in the trade a bit too early due to the fact of fear of missing out, but the price actually made that move to 618, made that move lower now, retested the 38.2, and we've taken that short trade. Now I'm comfortably happy to say that this price action will go and hit TP due to the fact that the United States dollar will correct itself, gapped as it made a massive move to the upside yesterday. It's going to correct itself, and then USD CAD is going to relieve, so we are going to take really good profits off this trade. So with USD JPY, just got to patiently wait and see if price action really rallies back, and then can we make that move lower. Euro JPY again, similar move. We should have that plump to the downside very shortly. We also have Euro USD. For some of you that are really interested in this pair, we've had that move all the way back down to 109,400. We are currently watching price action at here. Okay, next area of potential support is here. So I'm watching this area very closely. I'm looking at the bodies more so because of the fact that there was so many wicks. So I don't know which wick to kind of pick. So when you don't know which one to pick, you just stick to the body. Okay, look left, and all the body scenes tend to line up with the rest of the wicks. So body, wick, and now I'm watching for price action, what it wants to do around here. So I've taken profits of this trade. Now it's just time to watch and see what happens. Okay, let's see if price action really wants to make a move either back up to this trend line, or are we just going to see a price action make that move to the downside. At the moment I'm seeing that 1, 2, 3 push to the upside and a pullback. I will keep you guys updated to see if we have a push to the upside. AUD USD, nothing there for us. Any other pairs? GBP Swiss franc, this again later on, depending on how negative the data will be, we can see a pop back up to 122,900 level, and then an absolute melt back down to kind of take out this entire structure here as well. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to leave you lot with just a short morning breakdown. I am going to be going live in a couple of hours, or we will explain everything in more depth. So for that being said, enjoy the morning. Keep your stop loss at break even if possible. Keep your stops in place and use good great risk management. So I'll catch you up, and I'll speak to you later. Peace.